In today's video, we have what is probably going to be our last Budget Demons episode of the year. But today we're looking at all of the best cards that you can buy currently for under 100,000 coins. So let's not waste much time. Let's just hop right into the list. We have a bunch of players to go over today. The first one is Joe Namath, and I think he might be the best player on this list. I think Joe Namath, just looking at the quarterback landscape in general, like including golden tickets, he's still an S-tier quarterback in this game. Money released from the pocket, good speed and acceleration, good accuracy stats, does still get some good abilities. Obviously not golden ticket bucket abilities, but still good abilities. Just a really nice card. Like, I love this Joe Namath card. And yeah, even with golden tickets in the game, he's still, in my opinion, an S-tier option. Next up, if you want to, use your escape artist and your pass lead combo, I do like this Bo Jackson card a lot. I think he's the option for the scramblers that can't afford that golden ticket quarterback. But he's basically just Joe Mixon minus the, the hot route master gunslinger. He plays a lot like that. Same release, Gen 3 release, good accuracy stats, good as a ball carrier, and also can get the pass lead and escape artist combo. So now we have our running backs, and you guys see right here, this is Eric Dickerson's price. He is going to go for over 100K. He is, but you can definitely get your hands on this card for under 100K, and I think, for as cheap as you can possibly get him, it's a good bang for your buck. Even if you buy this card for like 110K, I think he's still worth it. It's Eric Dickerson. This card plays super well, animates super well, can spin, can really just do everything. So Eric Dickerson, big fan of this card, even for like 120K, but he's going for like 90K. So yeah, try to buy him for that price. Next up, we got AJ Dillon. He's kind of the same thing as Eric Dickerson. You can definitely get him for cheaper. But yeah, right now he's, I think, like 100K, in the auction house. But yeah, you can definitely find him. He was going for 82 at a point, like 90K for him. If you want more of a power back, I think is a good option. So here is AJ Dillon. And then I believe our last running back on here, oh no, we have two more, is Cordarrelle Patterson. I like this card a lot. I've been on the Cordarrelle Patterson bandwagon since this card came out. I think he's amazing. I think he's still amazing. 6'2", so has the good spin animation. He's a good pass catcher, and he's 238 pounds. So that's a really good weight for an elusive, I guess you'd call him an elusive, pass catcher. That's a really good build for him. Basically, I think his golden ticket is going to be the best running back to end the year because he's going to have the good spin animation. He's going to have good enough weight to fall forward. He's obviously going to have the speed and the animation. So, dude, this Cordarrelle Patterson card, I think he's going for about, kind of the same scenario. But remember, I'm recording this video on a Wednesday. The best time to buy cards is, Friday, Saturday, when the market's down and everyone's opening up, packs and reroll, stuff like that. So that's the best time to buy. On a Wednesday, I probably wouldn't be buying, but you still see that he's going for like 67K, 70K. Like he's in that kind of range. So, yeah, that is Cordarrelle Patterson. And then our final running back here, then we're going to get into the fullbacks, is Randy Moss. I think this card is actually pretty good. So 87 carrying. I like the fact that he is 6'4", and he still is 210. Like, that's not a terrible weight for a running back. A good pass catcher, but I like the fact that he's 6'4" for that spin move and also has good speed as well. And this card, is he going to be the same story? He's not. He's going for about 76K right now. He's going for about 50K. So if you, that 100K range is kind of pushing it for you, I do like this Randy Moss card a lot. It could be a problem if you have Randy Moss receiver, obviously. But yeah, I mean, he's a good option, man. 6'4", good animations, decent weight, and also some good speed too. And now let's get into our fullbacks. I think I got two fullbacks on here today. First one, Everson Walls came out this weekend, so his price should fall. It should, but remember, it is Wednesday, so his price might be up a little bit, but he's actually like a legitimate top tier fullback option. 96 speed. He does have the good blocking stats as well. Good lead block, good impact block, good run block. But the two stats that I noticed that really matter on a fullback are not only speed and acceleration are good, but I like awareness, I like lead block, I like impact block. So that basically means they're going to find their block as fast as possible. Then when they get there, they're going to hold the block. A lot of these guys, their impact blocks are low. They hit a guy, whether it's a corner or most likely a linebacker, and they just get shed. It does happen a lot. Next up, we have Bernard Pollard. Kind of the same thing. I do like Everson slightly better. But yeah, Bernard Pollard, a good option. Also, that Bruce Smith card came out. Also, William Perry's a good option too. I didn't put on here. Those are two better big body fullbacks. If you feel like these DBs playing fullback don't work for you, you can definitely try out Bruce Smith or William Perry. Both are just good options. So now let's get into our wide receivers. And real quick, I do want to say, if I didn't name a player that you enjoy using that goes for under 100K, drop a comment down below. I'll be reading all the comments and I'll be pinning stuff and liking stuff. So yeah, if there's any player that you really like and want me to look at, yeah, comment his name down below. I'll be reading all the comments. But we got Charles Woodson. So 6'1", does come with discounted playmaker, which it could be good for some people if you like using that ability, but going for about 100K. Kind of the same thing. It's Wednesday, so he's, you know, around that range, but he's been seen, you see right here, about 70K, 80K. You can definitely get him for that price. But remember, the weekend is the time you want to be buying these cards. But yeah, good after the catch, good height, good weight. Charles Woodson, a nice card. And does he have a power up? I actually don't know if he does. I don't know if they gave him a power up or not. They may have. No, I don't think they did. It would be right here. So no power up on him, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Next up, we got Dave Robinson. So 6'3", 245, so can air truck. But yeah, he's a good card. I like his route running. After the catch, he's pretty good. 95 speed is not bad whatsoever. A card I kind of like. Again, Wednesday. So he's going for, you know, he's teetering. He's teetering, you know what I mean? But definitely on the weekend, his price is going to be like Friday. These Ultimate Legend collectible pieces, they're going to be in the dirt because they're in training variety packs. Like, no one is rolling training varieties right now. If you are, stop it, because you're losing training. Everyone's rolling their training varieties, trying to get Ultimate Legends, trying to get these brand new golden tickets that have boosted odds. So yeah, these Ultimate Legend set pieces are up right now, but Dave Robinson has definitely been seen for under 100K. Next up, we have Keenan Allen, probably my favorite receiver on here. I really like this card. I did a gameplay on him. I really like this Keenan Allen card. Good after the catch, good route runner, just good speed, good acceleration, 6'2", good archetype. I mean, okay. Hey, that's not normal. Hey, whoever this is using code Ferdy at checkout. That's all I know. That's all I know right now. That is what he's doing. But yeah, you see, like a 90K. Okay, that's what he's going for. But a really nice card. I like Keenan Allen a lot. Now we have our tight ends. Probably my favorite guy on here. We all know him, Donnie. Donnie has to make it. 6'8", 240. And the reason why, I mean, these stats don't look that good, but if you upgrade Donnie and supercharge him, he does get to 93 speed. You do lose some things, but I would definitely supercharge, or what was it called? Overdrive Donnie for sure. I did a gameplay on this card. If you want to go watch it, go watch it. But you know, he was that guy. That's all I'm gonna say. He was that guy. And I also may have done gameplays on a lot of these cards looking back now. Because a lot of these guys were once good cards in the game, like super good cards in the game, and now they're going for under 100K. That's kind of how the cycle works. But I may have done a gameplays on a lot of these guys. You know, definitely. I definitely Cordarrelle Patterson. I did our Dickerson. I did Joe Namath as well, and then Keenan Allen, and I also did Donnie Parham as well. So what do we have now? Another tight end, Taysom Hill, 6'2". We all know how Taysom Hill tight ends play. They're like utility guys, good speed, good route running, and also a good run blocker too. So I like this card. I think he's just a solid card. You have a Saints team for sure. But even if it's just a budget guy, like, you know, 70K, he's going for 45K a day ago. So you can definitely get this guy for pretty cheap. What do we have now? We're going to the defensive side of the ball. We have Ed Too Tall Jones, who, yeah, right now a lot of these guys are like, you know, they're going up and over like 120, but you can definitely, with patience, catch him for, yeah, I mean, he's not really even that high, but, you know, 75K for this card. Not the best traits, but for some reason he just plays well. Could be his height and his weight combination. I don't know what it is, but Ed Too Tall goes crazy. The only problem, I would say probably the biggest problem with this Ed Too Tall card, that honestly I should probably take him off of this video, is the fact that you can't use his cornerback and his left end. So actually, yeah, disregard Ed Too Tall, because if you have a budget team, go get the free Ed Too Tall and put him at cornerback, because he's like the best Madden card I think like ever created. So yeah, just don't listen to me on this one, because yeah, this one doesn't actually make sense. I just thought about that right now, but yeah, he shouldn't be on here. Okay, so next up we have a card that I've been using, and that is Jermaine Johnson. So Jermaine Johnson, he actually does play super well against the run, all these things, but for some reason they built Jermaine Johnson like a prime Vince Wilfork. This card, I don't know what it is. Yes, he can play well off the edge. Yes, he has good traits, but if you've seen this dude, he's built like Vince Wilfork. It's weird. I don't know why they built him like this. It could just be, you know, EA being super lazy this year with the rookies, but Jermaine Johnson is a beast. His build makes him play well. You know, he stuffs the run, can rush the passer, got good speed, got good acceleration. Big fan of this card right here. And Right now, these draft prices are rising a little bit. So if you want to get some draft players, buy them now because people are kind of preparing for RP. I'm not sure if any like content guys are making, buy these NFL draft players because yeah, they're going to be in RP sets, but they are going to be in RP sets. So even if you want to start building rookie premieres now, start buying NFL draft players. I haven't started doing that. I probably should, but I'm sure I won't do it and I'll lose a lot of coins, but it is what it is. Next up, we got Elroy. So Elroy was that guy when he first came out. And I actually went back to him recently. I went back to Elroy. Loved this card a lot. I really enjoyed Elroy. 95 speed, 97 agility, good acceleration. I think he's got 80 zone too or something like that. Just a really nice card. Traits are not that good, but yeah, good finesse move, good speed off the edge, and pretty good against the run as well. So next up, we have the man who actually replaced Elroy on my team. I went back to Elroy, and then I saw this card. So Elroy's good. Elroy, don't get me wrong. You can run him. He's going for about 90K. He's an option. He's an option out there. The reason why I would take this next card over Elroy is just because of the traits, but it's Zonka, man. Zonka left end is a monster. He's a beast. He's a force to be reckoned with. 91 COD, 94 speed, 97 acceleration, good strength, power and finesse, good against the run, and all his traits are on yes. This card is basically just a prime Lawrence Taylor, and you guys have seen my team. I got a good team, I got a good squad, and I'm choosing to run this card. I want to use Zonka, and also if you do drop your ends into zone, I think he does have some good zone coverage as well. If we go right here, find zone is at 80 for a left end with traits all on yes, good speed, hitting both thresholds. That's very, very hard to find. So yeah, big Zonka guy, a card that I think everyone should try out. I think he's a really, really good option. And if you are watching this video up to this point, even if you don't need to buy cards for under 100K, this is a good card that could really just make any team, in my opinion. But yeah, next up, we got Billy White Shoes Johnson, defensive tackle. So hear me out on this one. He's people were skeptical of the Barry Sanders card, right? I remember when Barry came out, they were like, oh, he's too light. He's going to get bullied. Okay. That didn't happen with Barry. And the other day I was playing a dude who was using Billy White Shoes Johnson. And for some reason, this dude was all over the place. He's a run stopper defensive tackle. So you can run the 1 AP inside stuff on him. And I don't know what it is. It could be the acceleration. I don't know what it is on this card. It could be the combination of speed and pursuit. Even the block shit on him is pretty good, but it doesn't look right, but he just gets off. He's all over the place on defense. You can't get away from him. It's a weird thing. I don't know how to really explain it, but if you're struggling to stop the run, believe it or not, pick up the 5'9", 170 Billy White Shoes Johnson, put that inside stuff on him, and just watch him go to work. This card plays surprisingly well, the same way like Barry Sanders plays. People thought he'd be too light. People probably think Billy's too light, but this card just plays well. That's all I can really say about him. Next up, we have DeForest Buckner, who's more of a traditional, more of a, basically the opposite of Billy White Shoes at 6'7", 300, but if you don't think Billy's going to be the guy for you, you could always try out DeForest Buckner. But DeForest speed rusher, I would probably take Billy with the run stopper ability. For my scheme, I would rather have the 1 AP inside stuff personally. Now we're going to have some edge guys, I believe, and we got Von Miller. Card came out a while ago, but still is beautiful. You guys see the traits right here. Yes, 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 yes. Again, kind of teetering at that 100K range, but yeah, just a really good card off the edge. Yes on every trait, good against the run, good speed. Von Miller cards always play super well as well, and also he probably will get a power up expansion if we do see power up expansions this year again. I would imagine Von Miller does get a 95 or 96 speed upgrade for sure, without question. I could definitely see EA doing that. So next man up is Jalen Phillips. He does remind me a lot of that Larry Zonka card that we just looked at a couple of minutes ago. But Jalen Phillips, 94 speed, 94 acceleration, perfect traits, good catching, decent zone, can stop the run at 6'5", 260. This is a good card. This is a really, really good option. And I'm not sure if you can actually still get this card for free. But if you can, it's a nice little, if you have this card in your binder for whatever reason, it's a nice little power up. This card does play super well. If you have a Dolphins team, though, you got Zonka on one side, Phillips on the other. That's super dangerous. And now we have some middle linebackers, some users that I like. First up, we got Dion Jones. So Dion Jones is kind of like Joe Namath because not only is this card going for under 100K, I think he's also a top 5 user in the game. Maybe even higher than that. Can play zone, can play man. He's basically just a cheaper version of Jayon Brown. That's basically what he is. Good against the run. A good height at 6'1", good speed, good acceleration. And I was using this card before I bought Golden Ticket Tyreek Hill, because obviously I think Golden Ticket Tyreek Hill is better. But dude, Dion Jones is an absolute monster. Like, he's really like that. And next up, we got Derrick Thomas. So Derrick Thomas, we all know Derrick Thomas cards, they play super well. Does have this legend card right here, but you know, good speed, good acceleration, traits on perfect, and then we have good run stopping stats as well. So yeah, there is Derrick Thomas. I wonder if his other card's cheaper or not. Yeah, his other card should be cheaper. Yeah, 52K, 44K. It's a pretty good price for this guy. He plays super well, for sure. Next up, we got our cornerbacks and our DB. So here we go. This is where it kind of gets a little spicy, because there's some good options out here. Westree, just like Dion Jones, just like Joe Namath, is legitimately like a top tier card in the game. Like at his position, he's probably like 2 or 3, like maybe 2, 3, 4. Like he's in there. He's better than his golden ticket. I still think he's better than his golden ticket, even though they fixed it. I still think he's better than his golden ticket because of the 1 AP acrobat. The 1 AP acrobat with the 1 AP pick artist makes him play like a beast, and the fact that he's 6'4", 199 pounds, and can hit with the pursuit, all these things is just super nice. So Westree, he might be around that, like, yeah, no, he's going for like under 100K very consistently. So Westree's a card that I think everyone should have. God squads to budget teams, everyone should try to get Chris Westree on the squad. Next up, we got Night Train, and I'm gonna go for this slot like Night Train / Charles Woodson. Comes down to preference. Both cards are going for under 100K, you know, when varieties are hot, when people are rolling varieties. Maybe right now he still is. Yeah, he basically is around that range. But Night Train / Charles Woodson, I think both cards are good options for under 100K. I think Westree is better, but both cards are still pretty good options. I think we still got some more corners to go here. And this is the brand new Darius Sleigh. So this card is going for like right at that range. That's actually a really good price from right there. Buy that card right now. Whoever buys this card, you're a lucky man. But yeah, a really nice card, can stop the run. Reminds me a lot of the, was it Mutt Heroes last year? Is that what it was called? Mutt Heroes? It reminds me a lot of his Mutt Hero that he had last year, the limited time Darius Sleigh. I mean, his cards always just play super good, and he can stop the run, 90 hit power, 95 pursuit. Not golden ticket run stopping stats, but still pretty good. And for 80K, you know, 90K, this is a really, really good purchase in my opinion. Okay, so now we have our safeties, I believe. Yep, our safeties. First up is Justin Reed, free safety. The Sugar Rush promo did bring us 2 pretty good budget safeties. The first one is Justin Reed, good zone, good man. I mean, not great man, but he can definitely play it. 6'1", 202 pounds. I like this card a lot. Like a really good budget option right here. Tackling wise, hit power, pursuit, block shed. Good speed, good acceleration, good size. And his cards always play super well. And the other Sugar Rush safety is a strong safety, and that's Divine Diablo. 6'3", 226. Man threshold, zone threshold, can stop the run. Good build, good speed. Kind of in the same boat as Justin Reed. So going back to free safety, we have the 97 Laurence Landry. And this card is like a really good, like he's top tier. The only problem is him in coverage. So if you do rely, like I have a Jets theme team, I can't use this card because I run 6'1" and I need my safeties to be able to play man coverage. So he's not even like, I can't even consider using this card. I love Laurence Landry, but I can't even consider using him. But if you play him as like an over the top safety, or maybe as a box safety, you could definitely use him. Like you definitely could. 98 zone, 6', 226, like nasty tackling stats for sure. And then good speed as well. Like I like this card, but I can't use him. And if you use your safeties in man or match coverage, you can't use them. But if you play your safety in the box or leave him in like a deep half or a deep third, you can definitely run this card and he'll play very well. But the one hole in Laurence Landry is definitely the lack of man coverage. Like he cannot play it at all. Like he's gonna get cooked by anyone out here, man. Like it's gonna be ugly. But yeah, for our final card today, we have Lewis. I'll be honest, I have no idea how to say his last name. I'm gonna say Kine. Is it Kine or is it Sign? Is it Kine or Sign? I don't know how you say this man's last name. All I know is he's really good. 6'1", 200. Good run stopping stats. Can play man, can play zone. And also, yeah, good speed, good acceleration at 6'1". And like I said with these draft cards, they are rising in price, I guess, besides Lewis. But 66K for this card is not bad. 66K. That's a good time to buy him. Little dip right here. But yeah, that is going to do it for the Budget Demons / best cards for under 100K video. Probably the last one of the year. Probably the last one for sure. And yeah, if you are still watching at the end of the video, let's comment the tiger emoji. I feel like there's not many people probably watching up to this point. So If you are a real one, comment that emoji down below, and hopefully I help some of you guys out who are still rocking these budget teams, maybe just getting started in MUT at the end of the year for some reason. But yeah, this is probably the last one because there's not going to be much of a market change from here on out. Like, the content is basically done. It's basically done. I mean, I guess maybe some of the better cards, like the 200K range guys, can maybe get into 100K like towards the end of the year, maybe. But at that point, the game is basically completely, dead. More dead than it already is somehow. But yeah, if you are new here, that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.